Hey, cousins. Hope all is well. Keep doing your thing. I ain't got to run down, the do's and don'ts of YouTube. Apparently, they said after a while, you're going to need an ID to even use the goddamn YouTube. Now, the funny thing is, for me to even set up this whole channel, I had to give them my ID. So YouTube already has my ID. And you know what's fucked up? When I was trying to do my taxes, this was probably 2 years ago. The Fed was using the ID in order for you to do your taxes to submit or something I had to do. Either way, I had to submit my ID over the computer to the Fed. So they already got my shit. And somebody probably in the alternate universe driving around the motherfucking Lexus. So I'm going to let y'all know this. Everybody going crazy about these IDs and stuff, baby. Let me tell you something. Your information is already on the dark web. Because all this talk about, let's protect the children. Baby, look at your administration. Pedophiles, all kind of sexual deviants and shit all up and through that goddamn White House and Congress. State, local, and Fed. The black market, the dark web is booming. So while they taking away all our freedoms and really taking away the parental rights in the guise of protect the children, child, please listen. Parents need to do better. Y'all need to fucking watch what y'all kids are watching. It's not that difficult. I do it at work and I do it with my own. It's not hard at all. Whatever. That's not what we here for, child. We here because Rikishi getting ran down. He getting ran down by one of the ultra hood Samoans of the family. They already hood and ghetto as fuck, right? But the Zilla Fatu and his mother, they was like, absolutely the fuck not. Let me tell you how it started, then we're gonna listen to all types of stuff. So what had happened was, if y'all go back to the community page, y'all know Zilla Fatu had debuted it called The Fourth Rope with Enzo Amore, right? So that's over there. Okay, boom. So he came out, he had face paint on. And so I guess Rikishi felt some kind of fucking way. So here's a fun fact. Apparently, Jeff is the one that taught Umaga how to do the face paint properly. So there's the fun fact, because them two was already cool or whatever. And you know, Jeff an old alcoholic, so I know he was drinking, because a lot of the Polynesians, they got a lot of alcoholism in their families and stuff. And I'm not even trying to be funny, and that's really because of colonialism, but we're not really gonna go down that route. But anyway, what I'm saying is a fact. If you want to look at the history, it's free for now. Anyway, so Rikishi went on his little off the road shit where he like to do a lot of talking, and the only time he get any type of shine for real is when he either saying the N-word or running down his family. Now, here's the thing, word on the street, right, is that he was not available in the kid's life. That's why he don't really be giving Jimmy all of his flowers like he's supposed to, and he all up on Jay because right now Jay's high. But if you go back and look at the Usos documentary, it's deep, 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 deep in Peacock, if you can find it. But it's the Usos documentary. This is when they was way younger. They was like, way before the Uso Penitentiary. They was just tag teaming. And they was talking about how Rikishi wasn't there like that because he was on the road or whatever, but they had to move because they was all broke down and poor, and they was on food stamps and stuff like that. And they did say they had to go stay with family. Well, apparently now here we are 20, 25, 30 years later. Family is Zilla Fatu's mama, which is, of course, the wife of Umaga, right? Which is Zilla's daddy, right? Which is Rikishi's brother. Am I right? Do I got the family bloodline down? So let's listen to some stuff, and we going to go ahead and wrap it up. Okay, let's start with Rikishi.
Nephew Zilla Fatu, who had one hell of an impactful TNA debut this past weekend at Slammiversary. So your nephew debuted with, I think his name is Joshua Bishop, who had Sid Vicious vibes written all over him. And the real one, Joshua Bishop.
Who?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him as well, but he does resemble Sid Vicious a lot. Yeah. But this is somebody I did know was the real one, Enzo. Who was the real one, Enzo?
Who?
The shade.
Bada boom. So let me get your thoughts on
get the broom.
on Zilla Fatu. What did you think about his debut at TNA? They were victorious, so that's really well. He debuted in TNA and had his first victory. What are your thoughts?
Well, here's my thought on that. I get it. Your pop's friend was Jeff Hardy.
My work is easy.
Oh,
Here, I would have thought.
sorry
it was
about the
Jeff Hardy out
commercial.
there. Like on the independent circuit, Zilla's been building his brand out there. That's Umanga's son. And when you finally get onto a big screen like that, had to be his big television broadcast opportunity, right? I didn't see why he would put the paint on his face. For me, it wasn't good marketing. Like I felt like you were marketing Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy does not need any marketing. Jeff Hardy is an icon in his own right. Right? I get it. You love Jeff. Jeff loves your pops, but your pops is not here anymore. So at the end of the day, would you have gone? I feel that him coming out as himself, as who people see us as, would have benefit him a lot more than coming out with a paint by Jeff Hardy. And I believe Jeff Hardy had similar paint on him, that night, because that's what Jeff Hardy does, is paint his face. So I don't know who talked that kid into, painting his face. Again, to be able to, I feel like he's still learning, right? And I watched the match. I wasn't too. I wish I was there in the locker room to help orchestrate his spots, because you got a lot of guys in there that are a lot more advanced, and then when you have a young kid in there, there's just so much happening, right? He's excited. It's first time on this big stage, big platform of TNA. I get it. But if you watch the whole thing, he started. Didn't do too much there. And then the spots go on, Enzo and all these other guys coming through, showing their working ability. And then he comes back again. Zilla rolls back in. Boom, did another spot. Outside he goes again. But the spot wasn't to benefit him. It was to benefit those. And then at the end of the match, which out of nowhere, he comes up with the flying spike and hit, which was, to me, I'm not saying this because he's my nephew, but that was the most exciting move to me in that short match. So you got Enzo that cut a promo for 24 hours, and all it was about Enzo. Yeah. And then he promoted this guy and promoted Zilla, damn near told Zilla's whole, we don't need to rewind to tell us, his personal, he's been locked up, but we already know that story. We don't need to personally say, the kids, it's out there like that. If you got that much time, all that, let's just get to the ring and let's get busy so I can show my skills, because they're only giving me a few minutes to get out there to do my thing. So at the end of the day, it's things like this to where I wish I could be hands-on, these big matches that my nephew goes through, is to be able to, because who you gonna trust if you don't trust your own family member?
Okay, so before we get into the response from the family, from Mom and Zilla, so listening to what Rikishi said, he made some points. Because I did go back and watch, when the Slammiversary happened, because I was like, oh, look at Zilla. But I didn't think Jeff Hardy when I saw Zilla. I thought his father, because his father wear the face mask. But when he was talking about how Enzo was doing all that talking and stuff and bringing all his business and everything in there, he was right about that. So what I think Rikishi was coming from a marketing perspective, like just go out there, do what you've been doing, and introduce yourself, get in the ring and get busy. Don't stand up there and let somebody else speak for you, because Zilla didn't cut no promo. It was all Enzo. And then, like he said, it was more so bring your audience, say the buzzwords, bring some stuff to Slammiversary, do your little zhuzh, little yang, 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 and then get out the ring, and then it's all forgotten. But because Rikishi said this, now, mind you, Everybody said it. Slammiversary was a success. Everybody's like, yeah, whoop the whoop the whoop. He one more step closer to getting to the WWE zone. Now Rikishi, somebody asked him, he shaded the other guy. I didn't know the other guy, but the dude is right. He do look like Sid Vicious. And then he shaded Enzo. And then you came and just like barreled down on this young man. And it's funny because y'all call the bloodline. I don't think nobody be fucking with Rikishi like that. I already said it. Rikishi act like the way he be talking about his family and stuff, he is completely out the loop. He was like, he wish he was back there to help. Well, he didn't call you for no ideas. He didn't call you for no tips, no idea, none of that. He didn't call Rikishi and say, "What you think? I'm about to be on Slammiversary. Whoop the whoop the whoop." No, he went out there and did what he had to do with what the way he got. He built his own shit up. He on reality of wrestling. He mixing it up all on the independents. I know he be doing stuff down in what's that, House of Glory and stuff. He doing his own thing. He ain't never called Rikishi. And I think that's where the era was played. That's where the era and the flag got thrown on the play. So Zilla, he was like, yo, for you to talk down on me and chase for clout is out of pocket. You got my number, so why you ain't text me or call me personally and put me on game, Rikishi? Instead, you went on your podcast and did the most. And FYI, my pops is here. He ain't never left. Let me tell you something about that statement right here. Let me tell you something. As someone whose dad has gone on to glory, that's the last thing you want to say to anybody who's lost a parent, a sibling, someone they love or close. The last thing you want to tell them is your parent or whoever died is not here. That's fighting words right there. I think if Unc was standing in front of Zilla and the way Zilla set up and the way these folks be going up about their family members, I think he'd have knocked fuck out of Rikishi. He'd have punched Rikishi and gave him one of the deepest wedgies you could have think of simply from that punch. That was so fucking out of pocket and disrespectful. That is where they got riled the fuck up. Your pops ain't here no more. I know your pops or whatever, I get that. But he ain't here. Nah, motherfucker. Y'all bring up the goddamn the Wild Samoans, you bring up Yokozuna, Rikishi himself go over the bloodline every chance he get. And you give them their flowers. But when it's time to talk about this motherfucker's daddy, you want to tell him he ain't there, you need to get over it? Ooh, that's some hot shit. Well, girl, listen, them people came back and they said, you want to play that game? We got something for that ass. So what you about to listen to is Momma Zilla. She went ahead and came on out and gathered the fuck out of Rikishi. She put all the goddamn family juice on display. And listen, that's what we here for. To be messy. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Telling you, I need to write a book. I will talk my shit. But not only talking my shit, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell my truth. I don't talk to them. I don't even talk to my in-laws. No. No, I don't. Ever since my late husband passed, nothing. Nothing. But what they do, made money off of my husband when he died. Y'all want to talk shit? They made money. Yep. Let's be real. Come on. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's be real. Talking all that smack. Banana.
She cooking.
Like half water. Where's my water? Half milk, half water. I need to write a book. I'm going to write a book. So I can tell my truth. Tell my truth. Because they did me wrong. Yeah, his whole fucking family did me wrong. My side of my truth. Yep, that's his uncle. His uncle did it. Yep. Fuck his uncle. Fuck Rikishi. Yeah, I said it. I love Journey and Jacob and their parents. Oh, I'm still cool with Uso. Keep your head up. Thank you so much, man. Journey, I love Journey, Fatu. Yes, I'm still cool with the Usos. I never had no problem with them. Never, ever. And their mom. And Jacob's parents. I'm cool with that. It's just this one. The stink face. Yep, it's just him. I don't talk to. Because he said a whole bunch of shit when my husband was not here. He could not defend himself. I'm going to defend him. I will defend him. Yeah, he said it's sad. It's sad when your own uncle, yeah. You know? But where were you at? Did you ever give some advices or to my son? Where was you at? After we put your kids up? After we helped your twins get up there? Yeah, Zilla play game, OTC 1 Roman. Yep, he does. That is family for your Momma Zilla. For you, Momma Zilla. I know, but you know your own fucking family can fuck you over. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real about it. Y'all woke. Y'all coming for mine? Who said go get the twins? Twins are handsome. I think we can pull this off. And then he said, okay, let's go get them. And that's what the fuck we did. Where was his dad at? He never did shit. And he got jealous. How many months were the twins here? 9 fucking months they stay with me. 9 fucking months. 9, 10 months they got their development deal. Why? I was cooking every day, every morning, make shake. Take their asses to the gym. We all went to the gym, come back home, shower. Then my late husband would take them to Booker. Come on now. Same thing. Same shit. Pound, grind. What happened? They got development deal 9, 10 months. 9, 10 months. And this is when his brother was jealous of him. Sorry, I'm putting all this in. Fuck him. Tell him go fucking run a fucking lap. How about that? Who gives a fuck what that fucking his uncle says?
They done got this woman fired up, child. Listen, y'all done got that boy mama fired all the fuck up. And I'm not mad. There's people in the comments saying that Zilla and his mother always plays for like they be looking for I guess attention or whatever. But why she gotta lie? And she's not lying because she's actually in that documentary that I watched that's deep in the WWE vault over on Peacock or wherever it is. It's the Usos documentary. She ain't lying. She telling the truth. The story was Umaga got them on. He did all that for them. His dad was a heavy alcoholic, on the road, fucking doing all that. He left that mama long time because at one point, Jay went to go stay with one of the twins. They split the twins. And she said at one point they was going for probably about not even a whole year they was split because she couldn't do both. And then when they got back together at the airport, them two saw each other. And she said the mom was like, I'm never splitting them up again. It's a wrap. And he was not involved like that at all. Listen, family business. No, it ain't our business, but they put it on Front Street, so it is our business. And no one wins when the family feuds. If Jay-Z ain't said nothing else, that statement was 100% correct. Now, y'all done got this woman mad. Zilla Fatu charged the fuck up. Rikishi act like he don't give a fuck. But it does confirm that man is not involved in nothing his family's doing. He is over there and giving his opinion. He kind of confirmed it. But again, if you were so interested, you could have called him and said, let me show you what I got. All these years that he been on the scene, in jail, out of jail, whatever case may be. I actually did a little informational about Zilla a ways back, if you want to go and listen to that. But good. Run Rikishi down. She said, get your fat ass up and run a lap. Yo. I think, like I said, and I'm going to wrap it up, the part that really took it too much was you talking about, yeah, your dad dead, he ain't here no more. Like, that's some wild shit. You don't say that to nobody. I don't give a fuck. You don't say no shit like that to nobody. And that's supposed to be your brother. That's just crazy. Because if you said that to me about who I love and who passed in my life, we about to get active. Like, we just gonna go ahead and shoot the fair one and call it a day. Y'all get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Deuces.